At about 6:05 p.m. Central Daylight Time on Wednesday, August 1st, 2007, a portion of the 8-lane, 1,907-foot-long I35-W bridge collapsed into the Mississippi River. There were 111 vehicles on the section of the bridge that collapsed. 17 of those vehicles were recovered from the water. There were 13 lives lost and 145 injured people. A day people expected to be just like any other day turned into a tragedy. The lives of people no different than you and I were affected, their future plans altered.
The original I-35-W bridge was constructed in 1964 and opened to the public in 1967. It was designed by Sverdrup and Parcel and was built by Huron Incorporated, an industrial construction company. The bridge was not scheduled for major reconstruction until the year 2020. Between 1967 and 1993, the bridge was only inspected every other year. In 1993, it started to be inspected annually. In 2007, the bridge received a poor rating and was due for a follow-up inspection that fall.
The bridge collapsed because the gusset plates fractured. They fractured because the load capacity calculations were not performed correctly. And at the time of the collapse, there was construction taking place on the bridge to repave the roads, so half of the lanes were closed. It was rush hour, and there was excess load from the construction. All this added up and was concentrated on the bridge, causing it to collapse. Some other causes that were considered but were thrown out were corrosion damage, pre-existing cracking, and temperature effects. These were thrown out because there was just no evidence to back them up.
Our lives are not only defined by what happens, but by how we act in the face of it. Not only by what life brings us, but by what we bring to life. Selfless actions and compassion create enduring community out of tragic events.
Immediately after the collapse, help came from mutual aid in the 7-county Minneapolis-St. Paul metropolitan area and emergency response personnel, charities, and volunteers. Major R.T. Rebeck and Governor T. Plenty declared a state of emergency for the city of Minneapolis and for the state of Minnesota. Within a few days of the collapse, the Minnesota Department of Transportation planned a replacement bridge, the I-35-W St. Anthony Falls Bridge. Construction was completed rapidly and it opened on September 18, 2008. In response, lawmakers raised the state's gas tax to finance a 10-year bridge construction program focused on tackling those with problems. Around $1.2 billion has gone into the effort so far. The campaign has helped to roughly cut in half the starting point list of 172 state bridges deemed structurally deficient. Among the remaining bridges, 27 were determined to only need routine maintenance in the near term. In the years since the I-35-W collapse, dozens of Minnesota bridges have undergone significant rehabilitation or complete replacement. Many were simply closed. Along the Mississippi River alone, 6 Minnesota bridges have been restored or replaced by 2018.